Comment is Hebrew Israelites may lose their salvation over their belief in reincarnation. And that's
all right. Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. Now I'm going to play this one more time, then we're going to get into the lesson.
This comment is Hebrew Israelites may lose their salvation over their belief in reincarnation. And that
right. And based upon a comment that Elder Apostle Tahar had read in his recent lesson, as you see, Esau is losing sleep over the One West doctrine. That sparked me to do a lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, going into how these Christians don't believe in reincarnation. But my thing is, if you don't believe in reincarnation, how can you be saved? Okay? Because according to the Apostle Paul, all right, which he was sent, Yahweh Shai put the spirit on him to do his work. He himself said, flesh and blood shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. So flesh and blood is not going to receive salvation. Okay? So how, if you don't believe in reincarnation, which reincarnation, we go into the definition of it. All right? Reincarnation, fact of repeated incarnation from back again incarnation, meaning a new embodiment. Okay? So reincarnation is biblical. As a matter of fact, when you go into which, you know what? I wanted to grab that. Let me see. Let me just go off the spirit. Let's grab 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. All right. It says, 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. Okay. Which, again, Apostle Paul spoke about reincarnation. There are celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. All right. Celeste, which when you go into the, I want to say the Italian, the word celeste means heavenly. So there are heavenly bodies and bodies terrestrial. All right. When you go into the Spanish, which is a derivative of Latin, just like Italian is, how do you say ground? It's tierra. So terrestre means of the ground. But the glory of the celestial is one, the glory of the heavenly is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Okay? There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. Okay? So now he's giving now he's basically breaking down reincarnation. All right? He's breaking down reincarnation as it has to do with inheriting, those heavenly bodies. It is sown in corruption because it's flesh, as Apostle Paul even said to the Romans in the book of Romans 7, how this flesh is geared to do wrong. So this flesh is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption. In our new bodies, according to Hebrews 8 and 11 and Jeremiah 31, says of how, the Lord is going to put the laws in our inward parts. In which case, we will never sin. In which case, we will never go off. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. So that basically means that, you know, our spirit is in this weak ass flesh, but it will be, you know, put in, extra, it will be put in heavenly bodies. Okay? That's why it says it is raised in power. As a matter of fact, when you go to, um, was that Zechariah 12? It even speaks about how, the feeble or the weak among our people will be as King David. Okay? Yeah, was that Zechariah 12 and 7? Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Zechariah. Yep, 12 and 8. The Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. All right, salvation. I mean, he's going to come back and fight our battles because Esau is unfair right now. He has all the power, all the guns. He can lie upon us and everybody believes him. He can change laws. He can bend laws to his will. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And the house of David shall be as God, and the angel of Yahweh before them. Okay? So the elect, but also the rest of Israel, because 2/3 are going to come through the loins of the elect. Okay? Because eventually, as Apostle Paul also said, that all of Israel will be eventually saved. All right? Nevertheless, don't want to veer too much off the point. It's that we're going to be sown, with spiritual bodies. All right? And you know how King David was getting down, man. The scriptures speak about how he was breaking stone with his foot. He was breaking iron, with his arms, man. So he was a bad man. So it says, Slakia, who's I? Back at 1 Corinthians 15. And 43, it is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. So that's that brings it home. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And even Yahweh Shai, he basically told his disciples, you're gonna receive, those spiritual powers and heavenly gifts, but you gotta receive this word first. And what was that? Acts, the first chapter, Acts 1 and 8. So it says, and as we have borne the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. All right, so that proves the point that, as we have received these fleshly bodies, all right, we're also going to receive, and our spirit is going to be in the heavenly bodies. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Okay? And word reincarnation going into what? New embodiment. All right? Changing from the flesh to the heavenly, as we just read. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Okay? So we believe in reincarnation, as Apostle Paul did. All right? Even Yahushua, he spoke of reincarnation in when it came to blessing his disciples with gifts. As a matter of fact, let's grab it. It's Matthew 19 and 28. I'll start at 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, all right, which basically means the same thing, all right, mind you, reincarnation, back in the body, all right, back in the flesh, all right. Also going into the Latin word, the Spanish word carne, which is a meat. So now we go to the word regeneration. It says being born again. All right. We know meaning back. Noun of action from the past participle stem of Latin regenerare, make over, generate again. Again, generare, to produce. Okay. So basically coming back into the gene, basically coming back in the gene. What's the gene is what? Your lineage through the flesh. Okay. So it says that which ye have followed me in the regeneration. All right. So after years and years, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that have forsaken houses of brethren. But that was a point I really wanted to get on that. All right. Another thing Yahushua said, which we bring out these precepts all the time, but blessed are ye if ye can receive it. All right. This is Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So Yahushua was pierced when he came back on the earth 2,000 years ago. So how could they also which pierced him see him, if they died? Meaning what? They will have to be here again, just as the disciples will have to be here again. And the apostles. All right. As a matter of fact, the Lord told Daniel to stand in thy place, and in the time of the end, let me see if I could grab that. I think it was Daniel, right? No. Yeah, Daniel. Slaki, bear with me, Aki. Yeah, he told Daniel to stand in his lot. Let me see. Yep. Daniel's 12 and 13. But go thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. Meaning what? He's going to come back as a prophet just as he was before in the last day. With that, shalom to the elect.